So, you've downloaded Mobile Legends, you speedrun tutorials, get into a match, and kill people, right? Well, turns out there's more to this game than just killing and trash talking. Sometimes, knowing which role you're good at is the start of you becoming a better player and significantly increase your in-game knowledge and probability to win. Today, I will be giving an explanation of the different roles in the game, and you are going to find out which role suits you best. Hello, this is Nabi, and welcome to the very first episode of How to MLBB. Welcome to the Land of Dawn, the battleground for Mobile Legends. The Land of Dawn is divided into 3 lanes: top lane, bottom lane, and mid lane. The battleground also consists of the river and the jungle. In a normal match, there are 5 players per team, each filling up 5 roles. These roles are the gold laner, the EXP laner, the mid laner, the roamer, and the jungler. Each role plays an important role to help win the match, or turn the tide of the battle. Alright, first let's take a look at the EXP lane. The EXP lane can be located at the start of the game by looking at the minimap, or by looking at the EXP minions carrying scrolls on their backs. The EXP lane is usually taken by experience-reliant heroes, which means they're usually strong from the start and have skills that can improve the early game of the team. Such a role is usually filled in by fighters, which are high health, melee ranged heroes. A good fighter should have good sustain, good early game damage, and at least one form of control. If you're planning to pick up EXP lane, I recommend Ruby. Ruby is a great fighter to pick up right from the get-go. She has game-trading crowd control skills, can sustain a lot as the game progresses, and her damage in the early game isn't bad as well. If you're looking for a better fighter with higher difficulty but better laning potential, I would recommend Paquito. Paquito is a force to be reckoned, no, a force to be feared, especially in high-ranked matches. His fast skill combos and super annoying ultimate doesn't make him any easier to face. However, Paquito isn't the easiest to master, so picking him up after you've mastered better in-game mechanics would be a better idea. Secondly, we have the gold lane. The gold lane can also be located at the start of the game using the minimap, and can also be identified by fighting the minions with gold on their backs. The gold lane is usually taken by heroes who rely on items to scale on the game, which are usually late game heroes, like marksmen, which are long-range, low-health heroes who are usually basic attack focused. A good marksman should have decent early game, decent minion clear speed, and powerful late game burst. For beginner gold laners, I recommend Mia. She is easy to use, has good clear speed, and her late game burst damage, along with her first skill, can shred any team in seconds, and even making it up to big competitions. The only disadvantage is that Mia has only one mobility skill and it has a long cooldown. Despite that, Mia will always be considered as a decent pick. For more advanced plays, I recommend Clint. Clint is one of my favorites and is known for his painful early game damage, and is a go-to pick for many high-ranked marksman players. In the late game, his skills and enhanced basic attack have been known to easily 2-shot or even 1-shot targets. What's more, he even has a low cooldown dash skill, making Clint one of the best marksmen in all ranks. Note, the gold lane and EXP lane will always be alternating depending on which team you're in, so always make sure to check the minimap at the start to make sure you're going into the right lane. The mid lane, as the name suggests, is in the middle lane. What were you expecting me to say, huh? Unlike gold and EXP minions, mid lane minions do not carry any bonuses, but this does not mean that the mid lane is useless. On the contrary, the mid lane is actually the most crucial lane, as it opens access to the map more than the side lanes. Mages are usually used to fill in the mid lane. Mages are long-range, low-health heroes who focus on high magic damage skills instead of basic attacks like marksmen. A good mage should have fast minion clear speed, good control ability, and dangerous skill burst damage. One of the first ever mages you can master is Eudora. Eudora's skill mechanics are easy to grasp, she has a stun effect and also have the potential to one-shot targets. What makes her perfect for beginner play and scale into higher ranks is that all you have to do is to memorize her combo sequence and you will ace any game with the right in-game knowledge. However, Eudora doesn't have dash skills, so unless you can position yourself well, you might end up dying a few times. But not one mage can best Kagura's evasiveness. Kagura is a high skill cap mage with super high damage, and not to mention, super high escapability and mobility. If used properly, she can escape a stun, kill the enemies with a one-shot combo, and emerge almost unscathed from battle. With all those mechanics, it is no doubt that Kagura is one of the best mages you can find in the current meta.